Wes Streeton in Parliament talking about him putting a extra sugar levy on milkshakes and fatty bottled milk drinks and such. And you just think we're living in an absolute nanny state, aren't we? You can't have more than one full fat Coke at Nando's, and everything has a sugar tax and a salt tax and an oxygen tax and everything else. And you just think all they think about, all that revolves around in their brain is money, isn't it? Money is the answer. We'll spend money, we'll fix it. We'll charge money, we'll fix it. Money, 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 money. It's all they actually think about. And you think charging a bit more on a milkshake, it's not really going to stop people buying milkshakes. It hasn't stopped people buying Mars bars and all the sugary stuff that they've put a sugar levy on. And you know what? I was born in the mid-80s, and all that stuff was about when I was a kid. There was sugary drinks. There was more sweet shops back then than there is now. Used to go to the sweet shop, and they used to have sweets all in jars. Used to get half a ton of sweets and walk home in a paper bag, and used to have full fat Coke and all such as that, and you weren't fat. But why is it now that kids are fat? Is it because we're not taxing the sugary stuff too much? Is it because we're not taxing it enough? Sorry. It's not really, is it? It's because kids have got nowhere to go. They've got nothing to do. They don't want to go outside because it's not safe. They don't want to be walking down the street. Parents don't want the kids to be walking down the street or outside playing on the bikes. If they're out and about, kicking about, they get stopped by the police. Now, they just don't feel safe to be out and about, full stop. And it's just like the only answer to any problem for the government is money. We either charge people money as a fine or a tax, or we'll spend loads of money. And it's like their own, like a one-trick pony, in it. That's all they can do. They're not actually sitting down and thinking of how they can engage with how they're going to change things, like going into schools and fully like reinventing the whole education system to bring it up to the 21st century that we're living in now. The education system is so far behind, it's absolutely unreal. And making public spaces good places to go. I mean, I live in quite a spread out area, but in built up areas, where's the green space? You're building all them houses. Are you building green spaces? Are you having, local social projects for kids to get active and get in and amongst it and being out and about? Do you know what? If you didn't tax people so much, they might have a bit more money to take the kids to football training or to rugby training or sign them up to dance or ballet or such as that keeps them active and keeps them, in a healthy state, rather than if they do have sugar drinks, yeah, that's fine, as long as they're exercising. It's just frustrating, isn't it? They're down there in Westminster spending all our money and making more money and spending our money and making more money. They're not really making much difference, are they? The kids aren't any skinnier now than what they were 10, 20 years ago. And no matter if everything was double, they'd still be eating it, wouldn't they?